Vidura College, Colombo, Grade 2, GESE, Unit 1, Part 2. Hello, my dear children. I hope you are doing good and studying well. So, are you ready for your second GESE lesson? Okay, let's get started. Recall, can you remember in the previous video we learned Part 1, the house and the flat. And then we learned about the rooms of a house. I hope you all can remember what we did. Good. Today we are focusing on Unit 1 in the house, Part 2. In this lesson, you will be able to learn how to describe the objects in a house and prepositions. You all are familiar with these very well. So let's learn more about this and how to answer exam questions. Right, moving on. Objects in a house. When the examiner shows you a picture and then asks you a question saying, "What's this?" How are you going to give the answer? You're going to answer like this. Your answer should be, it's a sofa. It's a sofa. Always start it with it's. Okay? It's a sofa. Then we'll do more questions like that. What's this? Yes, it's a television. Good. Next one. What's this? Yes, darling, give the answer. It's a fridge. Very good. What's this? It's a wardrobe. Good. What's this? It's a shower. Excellent. Then, what's this? It's a cooker. What's this? It's a bed. What's this? It's a cupboard. Great. What's this? It's a table. What's this? Yeah, you know this? It's an armchair. What's this? Yeah, come on, you know the answer. It's a bookshelf. What's this? It's a lamp. What's this? It's a chest of drawers. What's this? It's a vase. What's this? It's a mirror. Okay, so now we are going to learn about prepositions. Do you know what prepositions are? Yes, you know. Prepositions are in, on, under, above, below, between, in front of, behind. Those are some examples for prepositions. Okay, so if the examiner asks you, where's the vase? How are you going to give the answer? See where the vase is? Yes, how can you tell the answer, Putri? You know these answers already. So just give me the answer. What's the answer? It's on the cupboard. Where's the vase? It's on the cupboard. Don't forget to give the full answer. Okay? So your answer should be it's on the cupboard. Right. We'll see another one. Where's the chest of drawers? Where's the chest of drawers? We'll see where's that. Okay? So you have a cooker. Then you have a fridge. So where is it? Where is it? How the answer should be? It's between the cooker and the fridge. Repeat with me. It's between the cooker and the fridge. Excellent. Then, now you have some prepositions I have shown. So that's the spotlight. You have to remember these prepositions very well. When the examiner shows you some picture, keeping something inside, on, under, next to, behind, in front of, between, above or below, you have to use those prepositions correctly in a full sentence and give the proper answer. Okay, so you can see some prepositions I have given here. So the first one is in, then you have the ball on the box, then the ball is under the box, then you can see the ball next to the box, then you have a ball above the box, then when you go to the next line you have a ball behind the box, then you have a ball in front of the box, and there is a ball between the two boxes, and there is a ball below the box. Okay, so this is very important. This spotlight is very important, so you have to remember this. Okay, darling, good. Now let's say what's on your desk, right? So on your desk, the examiner will keep something like this. You'll have something on your desk. Now you have what you have on the desk? You have a book, you have a pencil, and you have an eraser. Okay, so we'll see how you are going to answer the question. How can you say? You have to start with on my desk. There's a book, a rubber, and a pencil. Okay, instead of saying an eraser, you can use the word a rubber. Okay, so let's repeat again. On my desk, there's a book, a rubber, and a pencil. Easy peasy, just very easy. Then, where's the pencil? Now the examiner will ask you, where's the pencil? How can you give the answer? How? It's next to the book. Yes, Pute, repeat again. It's next to the book. Right, we'll see another question. Where's the rubber? Where's the rubber? It's on the book. Where's the rubber? It's on the book. So use prepositions and then answer the questions. Okay, cool. Then aim at the exam. So this is how you should answer properly in the exam when the examiner is asking you questions. So I'm going to play an exam question and then how you should answer. So Carefully listen, right? Listen to the examiner carefully and answer. Examiner will ask, "Hello, my name is Alan. What's your name?" Now you should tell your name. So how are you going to tell your name? My name is, you can tell your name after that, right? Then we have, the examiner will ask you again, "Nice to meet you." Then what are you going to tell? "Nice to meet you too." Then the examiner will ask you, "How are you?" Then how should you give the answer? "I'm okay, thanks." How about you? Don't forget to ask how the examiner are. Okay, so ask, "I'm okay, thanks. How about you?" Okay. Then the examiner will ask you again, "How old are you?" Then you should tell, "I am 6 years old," or "I am 7 years old." You can tell your age. Then examiner will say, "Good. Do you live in a house or a flat?" This is what we learned in the first lesson. So, how are you going to give the answer? You already know this. Good. Do you live in a house or a flat? How are you giving the answer? I live in a house. If you are living in a flat, then you can give the answer by saying, I live in a flat. Okay? Right. Then the examiner will ask, is there a balcony? Then you should give the answer like this. If there is a balcony, you can say, yes, there is. And if there is no balcony in your house or flat, you can tell, no, there isn't. Right? Good. Now, then the examiner will ask you, how many bedrooms are there? Then how are you going to give the answer? Remember how many bedrooms are there in your house and then tell, there are blank bedrooms in my house. Imagine you have 2 bedrooms, then you can tell, there are 2 bedrooms in my house. Okay. Then he will ask like this, tell me about your bedroom. Then you can tell few things that you have in your bedroom. Okay, so you can tell like this. This is one example. There is a bed, a chair, and a dressing table. You can say any 3 objects that you have in your bedroom. So I have mentioned here what I have in my bedroom. So you can say there is a bed, a chair, and a dressing table. Okay, next. The examiner will ask you, is there a fridge in your bedroom? Is there a fridge in your bedroom? Sometimes you might have, sometimes you will not have. So you can say, yes, there is if you have a fridge. And if you don't have a fridge, then you can say, no, there isn't. Okay, then the examiner will say, thank you. Look at this. And he will show you a picture of a house with several rooms. And then he will ask you, is it a house or a flat? Then you carefully observe the picture and then give the answer. Now the picture the examiner is showing here is a picture of a house. So you can tell it's a house. If the examiner shows you a picture of a flat, then you can say it's a flat. Good. Then, what's this? The examiner will point onto some room and then the examiner will ask you, what's this? Yes, you know the answer. What's this? It's the living room. What's this? It's the living room. And this? What's this? Yes, it's the bathroom. It's the bathroom. Then he will ask, is this a kitchen? Is this a kitchen? No, it isn't. It's the bedroom. You know this already. So when he shows into a wrong room and then ask, is this a kitchen? Then you have to say, no, it isn't, and then tell the correct answer. Okay, so the answer should be, no, it isn't. It's the bedroom. Okay, that's the correct way to give the answer. Then we'll move into the examiner will tell, thank you. This is your pen. He will show a pen and then tell, this is your pen. Then he will show a book and then tell, this is my book. Then he will do a small activity. He will keep the pen like this and then ask you, where is the pen? Where is the pen? Then how are you going to give the answer? It's on your book. The pen is on your book, but you have to give the answer in a complete sentence like it's on your book. It's on your book. Good. Then the examiner will ask you the final question. Thank you. Have you got a question for me? Now you have to get prepared for this. You have to ask a question from the examiner. Okay? So you can ask, you can say, yes, I have. Have you got any pets? You can ask, have you got any pets? No? So don't go to ask the name of the examiner again. Don't ask the name of the examiner again because the examiner already told that. Okay, so don't go to ask the age also. So any other question would do. So you can ask, have you got any pets? Have you got a car? Have you got a sister? Okay, so have you got a house or a flat? Like that, you can ask some small, simple questions like that. Okay, great. Then the examiner will tell, yes, I have. Or if he doesn't have, he can say, no, I don't have. And then he'll say, okay, thank you, goodbye. He'll say, okay, thank you, goodbye. Then what are you going to tell? You can say goodbye. Okay, like that, you can finish the interview. Right. Okay. All right, children. I hope you all understood the lesson well. Don't forget to practice the speech and how to answer examiner's questions. It's very important you practice the interview over and over again. Okay? Study well and stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye.